New at 8 this morning, the Expo Center is getting a vintage makeover this weekend.
Yeah, the Rose City Vintage Market kicks off tomorrow. Fox Show's Io Elise tells us what we can find there. Hi, Io.
Good morning, and yes, that's right. The Rose City Vintage Market will have many one-of-a-kind finds with plenty of vendors to choose from. So I talked with the people behind the event to find out what to expect at the show and to get a few shopping tips.
Vintage is pretty much the wave of the future now.
With vintage shopping becoming more popular than ever, Mindy King, the producer of the Rose City Vintage Market, says that it's a great way to stroll down memory lane and to shop more sustainably. And this Friday and Saturday, the Rose City Vintage Market returns to the Portland Expo Center for the second time, featuring more than 200 vendors with all kinds of items.
Everything from antiques and collectible furniture, fashion, vintage fashion, estate jewelry, toys, military items, art.
King created Rose City Vintage Market last year, in a way reinventing America's largest vintage and antique market that ended in 2017 when the owner passed away. For her, the show isn't just about great shopping.
Our vendors are hunters and gatherers. They go out and curate just some of the finest vintage you can find.
It's also about bringing great vendors and customers together.
The people are wonderful, and that's why I do this.
Billy Galaxy, a pop culture memorabilia vendor, says he's happy to see a vintage show back at the Expo. His advice to shopping the market is to first do a quick loop around, then circle back slowly to check out anything that caught your eye.
If there is something on the floor that is appealing to you, and especially if it's something you've never seen before, don't leave it behind. Get it when you have the chance, because you don't want to have the regret of having had the opportunity to get something you really wanted and then not being able to.
Rose City Vintage Market is this Friday and Saturday starting at 10 a.m. and you can learn more on their website. We'll have a link at kptv.com. And Kim, it sounds like you're going to be shopping this weekend.
No, my husband has a rule. If you come to our house, you have to leave with 2 things because we have too much. But I have to tell you, Io, that guy's advice was spot on. If you see something, get it. Don't leave it because somebody will snatch it up behind you. So,
certainly.
Always a great event. Thank you, Io.
Thank you.